Sam's really into unstitching stitching. It's hysterical. It's hysterical when he does this kind of stuff. First he dunked it in the dog's water bowl, then he started to unstitch it. Now I know Sam's a raven, he has to do stuff like this. So I allow him to do a certain amount of stuff that I think that it's fine that he screws with. If he wants to screw with, you know, an old slipper or a new slipper, it doesn't matter. You have to, if you're going to have a bird like this, you have to raven-proof, crow-proof your house because they're going to get into stuff. So only leave stuff out that you really don't give a shit about. He has picked up on leave the computer alone. He leaves electronics alone now. I was really adamant about you can fuck with shit, but you can't fuck with that. Now, these keys are missing for only one reason, and that's Sam. And we never replaced them. This happened, 3 years ago or something. And in that same week, he also did it to another computer. So we had a real talking to about that. You can't be doing that. Now, he can open a book, and he likes to open up books and rip out pages. So he can open up the laptop. He can open that up, but he can't open up a pocket knife. Sam does like to watch TV, and it's real strange because I was watching a movie. I was watching a movie, and I came in, and he changed it, and now it's on CNN. He gets in a lot of stuff. You got to raven-proof your house. I don't have anything out that, you know, he could, you know, swallow and hurt himself. You can't just have a raven. That was Remy, my pigeon. You can't just have a raven at your house and think that it could just be out. The same would be true like if you own a cat. Like I own a cat, and I believe that geraniums are real bad for your cat. I think so. But I don't have any plants indoors because I have a cat, and the cat will chew on them. So there's just things that you have to do. My wallet, it's really not that big of a... That's Remy. Here she is. It's really not that big of a deal. It isn't that big of a deal if he gets my wallet. This happens once every 2 years, something like that. He's you know, you make one mistake around Sam, and you know he's gonna win, and so he won. He's upstairs. By the way, he just went upstairs. By the way, he's been doing this other thing, which was he plays music, and he likes a drum set. A lot of people ask me if he talks. Yeah, he can talk, but he plays music, and he isn't doing it right now, but he has this, it's a travel cage that I built, and it's made out of sheet metal, like that. You know, it's made out of sheet metal. It's made out of stuff like this is what it's made out of. So he gets on top of that thing and beats it with his beak. He was doing that last night at 1 o'clock. He was up. Now, granted, I could have gone upstairs and turned off the light, and he would have stopped because most birds don't function in the night. He'll fucking crash. But there was a light on in the hallway. It was enough to wake him up and him start doing it. What did he start doing at sunrise? He started playing his fucking drums again. You know? I know you parents know what I'm talking about. And I know there's a lot of people that are saying, oh no, you don't have kids. Oh yes, I do. I have Solar, and he's a pigeon. Okay? And I have other teenagers around. Sam. The most mature animals in this house, that would be me and Remy. Absolutely. Everybody else is so immature. Seriously. Mango and his BS, Sam the Raven. Sam really does love watching TV. This is where I find him a lot, is just sitting in front of the TV. And I don't think that he can consciously change the channel. He doesn't consciously know how to change the channel, but he knows what the remote is, and he screws with the remote. And he put it on CNN. Aren't you, Sam? Likes to be up on everything that's happening. I'm just wondering if Sam is a libtard. He might be. He might be a Trump supporter. We're not sure. He could be any of them, right, Sam? Of all the things, he takes the meat. Of course. As he took the meat, he flew upstairs and hid it someplace. He's saving it for later. He does that a lot. And he just came back down. He's down the steps. I heard him land on top of this plastic dog crate. He's here again. Some things that Sam might be interested in, but I keep away from him, and in varying degrees. Medication. Sam could get into a bottle like this in no time flat. You have to make sure that these are never left out. The Raven will fuck these up with his beak real fast. Real fast. You're a good boy, Sam. Scratch your head. Now, something like this, he's going to want to take apart, so I have to be careful with this. These are around a lot, so he might take these if I'm using them, but I take them away from him, and I try and limit where these are left. Now, something like this rubber band, I'd let him play with this for a while, no problem. Sam attacks from the front. Like, if I turn my back to him, he won't do shit. Like, if I'm like this, then Sam's like, oh, he wants to fuck around. He wants to get aggressive. See what I'm saying? So, when I'm sleeping, he doesn't fuck with me because he's not a coward. You understand what I'm saying? He is not a coward. You think that you can deal with an animal like that? Are you somebody that thinks that, like, your dog has to be, if it's a male dog, it has to be castrated, that's going to make it easier to deal with? Don't get a bird. Are you crazy? That's the wrong approach with the dog. Training is the only thing that solves that problem. So thinking that you're going to castrate the dog and that's going to make it tame or whatever, that's not the way that it works. But he's not a fucking coward. He doesn't fuck with me when I'm sleeping. I wake up, he'll be right by my head, just leaving me alone. He's awesome. Some things... Oh, and you all wanted to know that he could talk. Yes, he can talk, and I can ask him questions. Sam, what is 2 plus 2? 4. That's right, that's right. Sam, what does the golf ball player say right before he hits the ball into the trees? 4. That's right, good boy. He can speak, he can answer some questions. Sam, what does E equal MC squared? Squared, see? That's very good. Your master.
Not you, Caine.
Sam, when the gray aliens come, right? Who's in charge?
You are, Caine. You're gonna be in charge of everyone. Fuck you, Caine. It's just a personal opinion, but I prefer Coke to Pepsi. Pepsi sucks. I like rice pudding.
Sam, what do you think about Pepsi?
I think it's a company that built itself up on the backs of the poor, feeding them sugar, making the American public more and more unhealthy.
Oh, really? Is that right? So you don't want... What do you think about this can? Do you want to play with this can, Sam?
Yes, please.
Sam, I'll give you this crawdad if you answer a couple questions, okay?
Yes.
Sam, what is the shell of the crawdad? What material is that?
Chitin.
He's salivating looking at the crawdad, so I'm going to give it to him. Here you go.
Thank you.
Sam the Raven just flew off with his crawdad. He has it, he's hiding it in the cushion of the couch.